What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Dent Digest Live Show. What's up, Manny?
Yo, what's up, Ryan? Sorry, I was getting a little bit into the dance moves over here.
Run off, you know.
I gotta practice my dance moves for TikTok.
So,
just wanted to say hello to everyone out there.
We've got a banger tonight, and we've got a lot of information to get on here, but we've also got some industry news I want to get on and kind of go through that stuff. Got a couple things going on. We got MTE tomorrow. They started tonight with some detailing stuff. Tomorrow, I know there's a bunch of stuff going on, so make sure you tune into that. Also, tomorrow is A1's VTE, which did really well the last MTE. So make sure you guys get in there and check out what she's got going on. She's releasing some stuff too.
That's at 3 o'clock Central Time, right?
Yes.
Because I know they both have, there's an Eastern Time and a Central Time. I think A1's doing the Central Time.
Now, the other thing that's going on is this weekend in Florida, they're doing a little tech meetup, I see. I saw some of the boys were having a good old time, which is good.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
And we have Dave Stream and Don Cavanaugh's Dream event. So I know they're working hard on that. And
oh, yeah. And knowing Dave, you know, he's planning big things for that.
It's a lot of work, you know, something new and trying to get everything together to do it virtually. It's a big chore. I've got a pretty good relationship with his guy over there, and you know, it's a big task. So they're putting a lot into it. I hope you guys sign up. I know it's got a pretty good deal going on now.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. I think it's like
30 some bucks. Yeah. So get over there, sign up while you can. It's gonna happen. So I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, man, the whole community that kind of is not feeling this virtual thing, at least do it for the support, you know, because it's not easy putting these events together. And, you know, if we could all just be there, at least check in, you know, and support.
Yeah, in these times,
that repairing the house.
You got to, you know, you've got to, you got to change with the times, man.
Yep.
You know, it is what it is. I can't wait. All I can say is I really, really feel bad for Vegas because when we go to MTE next year, man, I feel really, really bad. And technically, we should be sitting at the bar right now, laid back.
Cheers.
You know.
Wait, and the thing about MTE is that you got to look around the whole place. You know, hey.
The only bad thing about MTE, you either have really, really in-depth, amazing conversations, or you don't spend any time with anybody. You know, it's just like, hey, you know, quick. So it's I don't know. It's
what's cool is that like you could almost walk up to any group and just dial into a conversation. You know, it's just like it's open. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's awesome.
You know, so let's get into this. I've got a little thing that one of my he's a good friend of mine that works at one of the body shops. He's a really good painter, and he reached out and he was like, "Hey, can you swing by real quick?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And he made me this, which I thought was super duper nice.
Oh wow!
That's cool. He took the work off my Instagram page and was like, "Hey," and what it is, it's like a supplemented onto a cup. I mean, it's not like a sticker. So he's going to start doing these all the time. So if you guys are looking for promotional, it's aluminum tumbler.
Nice.
If you guys are interested, send me a message. I can hook you up with him, but it's like this little side hustle.
That's awesome, man.
The quality is really, really good. I mean, I'm extremely happy with it. Obviously, it was a gift and I was surprised, but I mean, it's really nice. You know, for me, I was like, you got my business for Christmas because this is going to be my Christmas gift to all my shops. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
you know, that's what's cool that like even though the pandemic was a hard thing for a lot of people. It was also a great thing for a lot of people because they were able to open up to that one business that they always wanted to do. And just like that entrepreneur, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's awesome because I also, like, we have different friends, you know, like on social media, and they're like, they'll message just like, hey, you know, would you like this? Would you like, even like for like Valentine's, people are just getting into the business, you know, like flower decoration, chocolate, you know, things like that. It's just like, it's awesome, man. So
it was just nice, you know. I just was like, I'm like, man, the quality, I'm shocked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I saw it, I was like, okay, yeah, cool. You know, he sent me a picture originally because he wanted to check the artwork out. And then I was like, okay, what do you need the artwork for? And he's like, don't worry about it. Because he sent me like a picture of the artwork that he had printed, because he prints this out somehow. And then he, you know, when I went over there and saw it, I was like, holy crap, the quality is really, really good. So like I said, if you guys are interested in some gifts or just want some stuff for yourself, it's fairly inexpensive. Send me a message. I'll hook you up with them.
I think people want to know what your shirt says. Haters what? Haters what?
You like this shirt?
See what that shirt says. Haters go, hey.
And this is actually one of my sponsors for my car. So really cross marketing here. You know, Scum 2, one of my bigger sponsors, and I've been working with them for a lot of years. So they sent me a care package, and we're, you know, trying to do what I can.
Nice. But I see you brought that skateboard in the background too.
Yeah.
Baltimore skateboard. That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's a local skate shop that does a bunch of these cool skateboards. So I saw that one. I was like, man, I gotta get that one. So
yeah. I think everyone has to, you know, be a part of their community. You know what I mean?
And it's, for me, it's perfect because I'm in like this Harford County Hustlers thing on Facebook. It's like entrepreneurs, right? But it's tough because I live up here, but my shop in the area that I service is so far away. Do I get involved in these groups up here, or do I get involved down there? So I don't know what I'm going to do. I was talking to my wife, and she's like, I don't know. You know, so it just means that I'm going to have to do something up here too. So
yeah.
But big dreams.
That's it.
So let's get into this thing.
Yeah, man.
I got a ton of new tools. Manny's got some. We both actually have some.
Yeah, it's perfect time for Valentine's.
It is. It is.
All the ladies are probably like, huh? Like what? Hey, we deserve some Valentine's gifts too. You know?
I said to my wife, I was like, what do you want for Valentine's Day? Don't worry about it. You know.
Just going to my A1 cart list and then just buy from there.
So I've got a bunch of stuff that we've mentioned on the show, but we haven't really put a lot of time into it. You know, I'll bring them on. Okay, yeah, I really enjoy this, but I really want to dial into a couple of these tools that I brought on and tell you why I really like them. But I also have some tools that are new that just dropped, and Manny's got some really hot tools that just dropped. So
right off the press
for a little bit. I'm going to blow through a couple of these real quick because I literally have too much stuff sitting here to go through. I brought it on, and Matt is my buddy. I'm going to say that.
Matt.
The Dent Slayer.
That tool, man.
Something about it, dude.
Yeah.
Something about this tool. I can't even explain it. I even used it today. I had the glass out of a brand new RX 350, and it just pushes so clean. It's got its areas around the handle that are a little tough to get to. It doesn't quite clear the rod sometimes, but something about the way that it just pushes. You know, I drag a lot with this thing. It's a really, really good tool and I'm really starting to enjoy this. I was always a ratchet handle guy.
Yeah.
But something about this thumb, I don't know. It just, Dude, it just works, dude. I mean, it's just something about it. Is it my everyday go-to door tool? No. But
you could count on it. You can count on it. Like,
have I been using it? Am I using it almost every day now? Yes.
Yeah.
Something about it. I had a really sharp, nasty body line dent, and it just, I could just get in there enough and just drag on that body line, and it just, something, man. He did a really good job, and it's a dent slayer from A1. He did a nice job, man.
And I think that was his goal from the beginning, is just have that one tool that you could go use it in the fender. You could go in there and use it in the door, get in the rear door real quick, you know, just all the way around. Like, it's that multiple purpose tool.
And I mean, I used it on a fender. You know what I mean? It's got that enough bend to where you can leverage off that tire. It works really, really well, man. I'm so happy I'm happy that I have it, because I never had it.
That tip too is not like too sharp, too skinny, where you could like pinch the metal too. You know, it's perfect.
No. Yeah. You know, but like I said, it needs another mention. It just is a really, really good tool. And
you know what's crazy? I think that extra bend on the leg, on the feet, it just gives it that extra strength right there. Like, a lot of people don't know, but if you have a straight piece of metal, you put a little bit of bend in it, it's a lot stronger than, you know, just being completely straight across. Kind of like how they do like the frame rails, you know?
Yeah.
Where they have to put like crushed stones, and sometimes that right there makes it a lot stronger. So I don't know, something about that feet.
It just works. I don't even know, dude. I'm so shocked.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm usually a sharp door tool guy, but it just pushes differently.
Alan Jones is asking, what is the best tool for creases removal on Camaro doors at braces?
Are we talking about the body line dents, or are we talking about down inside the braces?
Since crease removal.
if it's on the body line, which those Camaro doors always get hit.
Yeah.
I call them my Camaro door tools, because that's all I use them for, is the PDR Finesse 226 L and R. The right and left. And they're the ones that are come down and then they're bent over and they're sharp. Those things work fantastic on Camaro doors.
Oh, wow. I know what you're talking about.
It's because it just goes down. It doesn't spin in there. You have a lot. You don't have to put a lot of pressure on the door. You can just twist, and it's ratchet handle.
Yeah.
But my next one cool. Look at that. Do that again. Is this tool? Not a lot of talk about it. I saw Toledo put some pictures up. Not a lot of talk about it. Yeah. Everybody's like, "What would how good is it?" I do a lot of fender smashes. I really do. And I've started to. I'm gonna dual talk about these tools.
Even though that tool was designed last year, I think that's going to be like a 2021 tool.
This, and a dent dial. If you can't fix that fender, it needs a fender.
It has to go.
This thing just gets down inside that very edge. You always get whacked through that edge, like on a Honda Civic. It'll get hit in that fender, and right at the edge, it's always dented. You can never get that little bit out. Freaking awesome, man. It goes in there, and you're just pulling, and I'll rock because it's got this shape.
Yeah.
You can literally rock that thing and pull, and it just pushes that edge out, man. It's a really, really good tool. If you guys do a lot of fenders, buy it. Excalibur. This is I think it's $5 more for the stainless, for the polish. And you know me, I like pretty tools. You know, I'm not saying that the rusty ones that I have in my truck don't work, but I don't know if they're always stronger though. So, but this thing works really, really good, and it's not real expensive either.
Yeah, it's a really good price tool.
But these, I see them back on your back counter.
Oh yeah.
What's your take on these Cam Auto fender pliers?
I think, it fixed the issues that we had, trying to fix those inner edges that like kink and buckle. It fixed it. It fixed it, I originally had like some flat pliers to flatten out that kink, but I would always hate myself because I couldn't really get it in like an angle. I would have to jack up the car, like really get it to where, I could flatten out that kink on the edge, and that tool just, it fixes the issue. It fixes it. It's very easy to use, and I love tools that fixes the issues that we have.
And I just learned something. What's crazy is I got these, but right before I got these, I saw All Out Dent Repair. And he was at Toledo's place, and he was using a C-clamp to straighten up that edge while he was pushing. I was like, oh my gosh, that makes complete sense.
Yeah.
But these, man, thank God. Here's another one. Thank you.
Thank God for that too. Yeah.
Thank you. I do a lot of bad fenders. I'm a fender and roof guy. So they just really do a good job. And, I don't know. At first I was like, as soon as I saw them, I was like, oh, I got to get these. I got to get them. The angle's correct. How wide they are, I think, is just right.
Yeah.
Because you're not affecting that much of that lip.
Yeah.
So.
And I think it has a perfect length too, because there's tools where they're not so long, and you could only get so far into that edge. I think that it's probably less than an inch, but it's perfect, to get in there.
Yeah, they work. I mean,
the straight line says he got that one, and it's sharp on the edge. But so that tells you it's a great tool, it's a strong tool,
Yeah. I'm gonna let you go. Where's the pliers sold out? You can buy them at Cam Auto. I'm not sure who else sells them right now. I know Cam Auto does. He'll have them soon. I know he was running low on them last that I talked to him. So if he doesn't have them, he's definitely getting more. So don't stress that out. Straight lines.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be another of those of you have to have type of tool.
And it's situational, man. A lot of these tools that we're getting these days, I think.
Adam Jones said he put on the temperature to work really good.
I think sometimes we look at it, and I do the same thing. I look at some of these tools and I'm like, I try to situational buy.
Yeah.
But sometimes the tools you're like, well, I'm not going to use it that much. Perfect example, my shut-ups. It's not a tool you're going to use every day.
Yeah.
But when you do use it, John Vidine just posted the other day. He called me like 8 o'clock in the morning. He was like, thank you. And I'm like, what's going on? He said, that's the only tool. I've been working on this all the time. That's the only tool that I could fix this thing. And that's what it's there for. You know what I mean? I had a nasty Subaru with a shot right by the handle, and it slid right up in there. So it's situational. I don't even use them every day. Yeah. Same thing with the pliers. Same thing with the Excalibur fender.
Blending hammers.
Yeah.
Same thing.
You see blending hammers.
Look at you. No wonder I saw something in your face you were really, really happy about. You got the best.
Well, Kyle hooked me up with this.
Nice.
Just because
Kyle, man.
You were in my ear for so long. You got to get this. You got to try it. It's different. And I'm like, how different can this blending hammer be?
What do you think?
It's different, dude. Yeah. And I said this too. I've had a long conversation with Matt Boyette. Something about a solid shaft compared to a screw-on shaft tool is different.
It's different.
Something about the flatness of this handle is different.
The wood. The wood.
Something is different. If you don't have one of these, I've been saying for years, I'm not a big blender. I've really focused on teaching myself how to blend the last probably 6-8 months. And Shane looked at me today and he's like, "You figured it out, didn't you?" And I was like, "What in the hell do you know? You've only been pushing dents for 2 years." And he goes, "I can see it in your face." Something about this, man, is different.
You know what's funny is that I got a red GTR earlier in the week, and it had some previous work done, and you know, it wasn't that bad of a job, but it was never blended. So I just went in there and I just blended the whole thing, and it was just like boom. Something about blending is just
something's different.
Something's different. Congratulations on your hammer, by the way.
I know. You know what? I actually thought about calling Kyle and saying, "Make another order. I'll take another one."
You know what? Shout outs to Kyle, man. I think he put everyone on game with that. Everyone, don't say nothing mean about Ryan. Oh.
I lost you there.
No, I wanted to say shout outs to Kyle, man, because he really put us on game with the that best hammer last year.
And you know what? It took a lot of his time. He spent a lot of time reaching out. And, you know, he reached out and he's like, "Hey, I'm sorry they're taking so long." And I'm like, "Dude, don't worry about me. Like, I'm the last person to stress you about anything."
You know, I've only been in the
shit to worry about than a blending hammer.
You know, I was gonna say I've only been in the industry for so long, but it's just like from what I've heard, and this wasn't known in the PDR industry where technicians will share information with other technicians, or technicians will tell other technicians where and how to get those tools.
Straight line, it's called the best hammer. I think probably the best person to reach out is Kyle Sweeney. He's the Dent Goblin. He's pretty much the easiest person to deal with. So reach out to him, see who, when, or if he's doing another order. That will be your best direction to get that, because it comes from Brazil, I believe.
Yeah.
So, and he has a translator that helps him translate the conversation. So there's a lot to it. It's not just like Dent craft and getting.
Yeah, and that's what makes that hammer so cool too. That it's not like a hammer that you can just go buy anywhere. It's like you got to go to that, to that one building, enter the back door that takes you to the second floor. You gotta knock on door 420, and it takes a different elevator and whatnot. It's So thanks to Kyle, man. Appreciate you. I keep holding this.
They're comfortable. Squeeze the handle. It's padded.
Yeah. It's so comfortable. So I'll tell you guys, you're not gonna have a hard time using this tool. Talking about fenders and kings and edges. Shout outs to my boy Paul, by the way. Paul, he's a tool geek, man. He buys everything and anything about PDR tools. He brought this tool up to me today. I don't know if some of you guys have it already or not, but
it's very close to the Stucky edge hole straightener.
Yep.
But it is wide.
Yep. So this one's wide, and basically, what we're gonna be using this for is basically for the kink edges. You know how sometimes you got buckle fenders and you try to push a little bit, and that kink just wants to go back, and sometimes you got to be very careful because they'll just start cracking. Then you end up with a cracked fender just because you were pushing a little bit too hard. So this tool, you adjust it, lock it in place, get back there, keep pushing.
You know what else Stephen Hamby's using those for? And if you guys don't know Stephen Hamby, go check him out. fantastic motorcycle repair and just does some weird stuff. And he brought those up on one of his posts. And what he uses it for is when you work on a motorcycle tank and you start bending that seal opening, that's wider to go around and straighten that opening up.
That's right.
So
that's right. And I really wanted to bring out this tool because, you know, there's a lot of technicians out there that, with all respect, they just don't like to spend the money, right? They'd rather just keep it in the bank. This is a tool that it is $38. $38, Amazon. And it's called the Grip On. And it's a 91207. That's what it shows on there. But once you go find this brand, Grip On, you're going to see they have all kinds of styles of, you know, different length, different like style here on top. And eventually you'll come across this one. So that part number, I think that's what that is. Yeah, 91207. And it's just, it's perfect, you know? Shout outs to the wife who just brought me some coffee. You can just go back here and say hello.
Hi.
Shout outs to the wives who support.
Where's my wife at?
Shout outs to all the wives who support us dent guys, who help us do better jobs. Shout out to all the wives out there.
She says, get in the garage and do your shit.
So anyways, man, I think this is a great tool that, you know, another tool that it's not so expensive and you could keep in your toolbox. And like you said earlier, right? It's not that one tool you're going to use every day, but when you do need it, that's when you'll be so glad you buy tools.
And the bad part about this show, my biggest negative on this show for you guys, is you're going to watch this show. Tomorrow you're going to go fix a fender and you're going to be, God darn it, I wish I had those pliers. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to order them.
Yep.
My buddy is a body guy. And the first day that I bought those pliers on, the Cam Auto pliers, he called me the next day and he's like, never again. Never again. I'm like, what? He goes, dude, I spent $250 from watching your show. I'm like,
sorry.
Dude, I don't know what to tell you.
So, guys, this is just another inexpensive tool that you need in your toolbox. And don't forget about this thing. Talking about fenders, we got a hot tool straight out the press, baby. You ready?
Bang it. Now, you know what? We're going to hold that off. We're going to hold that. We're going to hold it. We got to keep the crowd here. They can't see the good stuff. I got a whole box of stuff over here, so I think you guys are ready. We're already 28 minutes in.
Let's do it.
So
it's hot out the press, so we'll just let it cool off.
I got another hot off. Actually, yeah, I could say it's hot off the press because it kind of got released like 2 minutes before this show. So,
wow.
You know,
okay.
I haven't tried these yet.
Oh, no, I have not.
So I'm going to tell you, I posted this the other week, and it is an 8 mil, and I don't know what size this one is. Let me see here. Can't quite read it. It is an 8 mil and a, oh my gosh, I'm getting old, man. It's an 8 mil.
It's all right.
10 mil, right? An 8 mil and a 10 mil. Tiny little tab. And what it is, it's Kiko's dead center. Super tabs, right? So they have all these sizes.
No.
Okay?
I see that shaft in the middle.
I started doing something. I was like, great idea. I love those super tabs. I always pull a lot of big stuff with them. These two little tabs right here are going to pay for that whole kit. The reason why is you get a shot on the rail, kind of big and nasty, and you stick a regular tab on there and you pull it 300 times to get it out, right?
Yeah.
This one tab will almost pull it inside out. This tab works amazing. It cleans off super easy. Doesn't leave any resin on the tab.
Oh, okay.
This one tab right here will pay for that whole bag.
What is that black thing on the top? Is that like a screw on?
It's a metal screw. And it's long, and it's got a little nutsert in there, but it goes almost all the way in.
Is that to like tighten it on your
slide hammer? Yes.
Like it's like that bro. It's like the
like Glexo.
The Glexo,
yes.
that you just turn it on its own with the slide hammer, and it just locks in.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's got this little washer to make it even tighter. The other thing that I started using these with, and I hate to say this, but I have Glexo. I used this tab with Glexo on it. I don't really say I pulled it off and cleaned it.
Oh,
and it
okay.
worked really, really well too. It does have a little bit of flexibility on the side of the tab, a little bit, but it did pull the center. And if you see the center of this tab, it's kind of domed. It's a lot like their dead center tabs, and that's what these are. They're super tabs, the dead center. But let me tell you, these two right here are definitely going in my 2021 tools of the year, because these two tabs work. If anything's bigger than this, you know, I'm still using this tab because it pulls the crap out of it, and nobody's using it. I posted it the other day, and everybody's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "It's been out. They've been out." But it comes with a full set. I mean, I don't know if I can hold them all. Even the largest one is 36 mil. So 36 mil. You got a 32 mil.
Oh, so you can buy the whole package and you get
it comes as a whole set. 28 mil.
What's the price on that, Ryan?
I don't know off the top of my head. I don't remember.
Talk good.
So
it's not about the price. It's about the tool.
Just buy it. I'm telling you, those two tabs are gonna make your money back, dude.
It's like when the clients come in the door and you tell them, "Miss, it's not about the price of the dent. It's about the quality and the value of that." You know?
I just tell them it's about the experience. What do you got next besides the hotness?
Listen, I'm still excited about those tabs. The reason why is because when we had that show, when he was on here explaining about the design of what makes these tabs so unique, he talked about that shack in the middle. Mm-hmm. And he says, if you want a good, tab, look for that. And the fact that it just went wider and different, I could already see it. It's going to be an amazing tabs.
Josh, they will work with a mini lifter.
What's that?
I have not used it, but it does fit in there because I use that same adapter.
Yeah, and I mean, because it's all Kiko, so he's going to make things that work all around together.
And he says he thinks they're $99 for the set, and you're not gonna break this.
Yeah.
If you break this, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. And actually, for $99 to get all those different sizes, it's not bad, because sometimes just a small bag for just almost the same sizes, it's like, almost half or a little bit under. But
those two little tabs, I looked at Shane. I had the wholesale car, and I was like, let me try this, because if we blow the pan off, it's not a big deal. Let's see what happens. And I was like, I can't believe that thing pulled so much. I mean, it pulled hard. It pulled a lot of it, and then I just hit it with a little small dead center to clean up in the middle, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
That's nice. I want to bring out another inexpensive tool. It's another one of those little, I don't know if it's a tool, it's actually more like accessories, I think, but it's another tool that makes your job easier, so blending hammers, or just hammers, how you sit there and This is a silicone grip. It's almost like the same grip tape that they sell at some of the other tool companies, I think. This is $24. It's just a different feel. It's just a different feel. Anyways, $24. You grab your blending hammers, wrap them around on the handle, and just that feel that you get, that little grip.
Is it on your best? Yeah. Manny with creative ideas. I love this stuff. I love it.
And you know what's funny is that originally I wasn't going to put it on because I wanted to keep the hammers original, but the truth is that it does make it feel better. So I went back to the old chain jacks and I put it on that one too, because
I love that blending hammer.
Ryan, you don't understand it. It took me years to find a good hammer like this one, and once I got it, man, it made me who I am. This hammer.
Wow, look at that.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you guys know how I won the Dent Olympics in Vegas? Just blending that rail. That's what saved me on that Dent Olympics, by the way.
So it was the Shane Jacks that made you win.
Shane Jacks. Woo! But anyway, so, you know, this is still one of my favorite blending hammers, and I just want to go ahead and put it on that one just for a nicer grip. But I also did put it on the best, just to get that little bit of grip. Don't get me wrong, this hammer, it's nice and good on its own. You know, you don't need tape, but the tape, it just gives you that advantage of just having a nice grip, you know? So inexpensive tool, $24. You can put it on your hammers, even tap downs, you know, like on the edge of the tap down where sometimes you don't, I don't know if it's happened to you, but sometimes my fingers get like numb or they hurt because I hold the tap down so hard, you know, so that it doesn't slip when I'm hitting. You can put this tape around it and just hold it nice and steady, you know. And I also put it on the car swimmers.
Now, is it real sticky off the roll?
No. I mean, once you grip it, you can feel like it's sticky, but you let loose off it and you're good. I don't know if that's what you mean, but yeah, so inexpensive tool, accessory, put it on your tools, you know, nothing too crazy. Anyways, I get one. Do I bring that hot off the press? I got actually a few.
You can't yet. You got to hold off.
Okay.
I still got more here.
All right, bring them out.
We got all the hottest stuff. I'm just going to bring out some stuff here.
I'm telling you.
The one thing I am excited about was the Excalibur tool and the Dent Reaper tool. The Executioner look really, really good too.
Yes.
So yes. I don't have them yet. Yes. I definitely think it's going to be a purchase for me.
Yes, I agree.
So I don't know if you've seen these. I can't really hold them all, but it's 5 tips, and it's the Anson, the resin one, the resin balls or resin tips that they just came out. They kind of look like wood, but they're like a resin material. So you've got this one. You've got this ball, which I've already used, which you can kind of see the edge at the end. You've got a little sharper one. Little dollar.
So you're saying it's not like wood, right?
No, it's like a resin material. I know Ultra has one too. I don't think they have one, but they have them, and I know Daniel Grom uses them a lot on motorcycle tanks. They're not as slick as they don't feel like a metal tip, but they don't feel like a plastic tip in the sliding part of it.
Oh.
It seems to grab just a little more. This ball worked really, really well in a nasty quarter to move a lot of metal. And I like the ball tips. I use the Glexo ball tip, the wooden ball tip that Glexo has. It worked pretty well, and I think they're pretty inexpensive. These were sent to me, but I don't know the price. But something about this ball really, really did a good job. And it didn't wear a lot. You know, it changed the color a little bit, but they're like a resin. It's not wood, but I was reading that they were like a resin material. But Anson PDR has these. I love tips, man. I'm a tip freak.
I do too, but I'll be honest, I don't know about that material. You know, at least the ones that I picked up way back.
It's a canvas resin.
Canvas or something? I don't know what it's called.
Phenolic.
These
guys know all this info.
I had an issue where the tips cracked on me and they broke as I was pushing, and so it's one of those tips where I kind of never trusted it again, and I need to try it. I need to get off that fear. Yeah. So
I just want to say thank you to all these guys that are in here.
Yeah, man.
There's no way that I could keep up with part numbers and prices. And thank God for the community in this show. I really appreciate it.
Joshua.
He's on it. He's on it. And Matt Boyette said Dent Wizard had him years ago. So I'm going to drop a new one.
All right.
Quick, and then I'm going to let you go. But I still got a box, and we'll just save mine for the very end. It's okay.
All right.
So
I'm going to go out with a bang.
I'm going to pull this out of here real quick. This tiniest bag in the world. So Peter, for Mr. VIP, dropped a new tip today. And it is his new 3/8 pushing tips. So if you guys have 3/8 tools.
I have one.
Okay. You can't see it because it's black on black there. So you got this size, or this style tip. Look at that. All opposite. So you got that style tip.
Yeah. Is that to put like a soft tip on it, or?
No, that's just like kind of a rounder end. Here's a sharper.
Oh wow.
And here's going to be the favorite.
Nice.
R4 cherry cap on there. And what's different here is Dentcraft has a bunch of 3/8 tools, and they have metal tips. A lot of the tips are metal. Here's some polymer material ones, some plastic ones. So at least there's some options coming out about these. Unfortunately, I don't own any tips, 3/8.
I have one.
So I don't know how good they are. I'm sure they are because almost everything he has out is fantastic. And I mean, I'm a VIP knockdown like nothing else. And I actually talked to him today before I brought these on. And that spiky tip that he has, the Epcot tip, or the tip, the round ball is, let me tell you, man.
You love that tip.
God, I've fixed events on that tip. I mean, it's a learning curve, and you have to take your time, and you really have to dive in and dedicate a little bit of time to learn how to use it. But I can almost do a full dent start to finish with that thing. And you would be scared because you're like, oh my gosh, you're going to tear up some, a panel with that. But it's all in just your feeling, your technique of pushing. I can get that thing to where I can see each individual push, and you wouldn't think because there's so many tightly, but that tip works really, really good, man. So
I wonder if that's a tip that it would be hard for line guys to use.
I don't know.
All respect to the line guys. All the line guys got up right now like, what did you just say about the line guys? But I'm just wondering. Because it's so, like you said, just like you got to be careful because, otherwise you can pull.
So Gone Platinum's asking about the Damascus hammers. That is a Cars Formers hammers. And as of I know right now, there is not any more from Cars Formers around.
I think he got that new version out, right?
I haven't, he's been showing it, but I don't know if it's up for sale.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's having barbecue in Texas. I love barbecue in Texas. So he knows. It's probably the best barbecue I've ever had was in Texas.
Yeah.
So
maybe that's where the next MTE should go in Vegas. Texas. So we go all get some good barbecue.
So let's do one of the hot ones you got over there. Let's do one of the hot ones.
Since we were talking about fenders, B&D just took us to a whole different level. Now
I'm bringing you full screen on that one. Hold on, just so we can.
I don't have a tip on it, but you guys know what kind of tool this is. So basically, this is the last version of his newest design on these pliers. And basically, you know, every single one he brings out, he fixes an issue and just upgrades it to a whole different massive tool. And let me say this: this is not to say that this replaces the edge pliers. It's not to say that this also replaces like the fender pliers. No, this is just a whole new tool on its own. You know, I mean, we all know that with the other pliers, we didn't have this opening.
Yeah,
but they're good tools on their own. This one, he gave us more options.
Well, I think it's just that evolving part of it.
Yeah,
those fender and edge pliers are fantastic, and I use them all the time. The one hard part on those is the line of sight. So you go to a manufacturer, you say, hey, I love your tool, but the only problem I have is line of sight. Same thing we had when we had the edge jack.
Yeah.
We had the edge jack forever. That was the cat's meow when it came out. And then we had the fender pliers and the edge pliers. That's just an addition to it to really help with the edge, with the line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the color.
Yeah. So, you know, you have the adjustments now where you can go sideways working in the fender and you got a full view. You know, you could, if you're working on the right or left. Did I disconnect something right?
No, you're fine.
Oh, okay. And so, you know, you have that play right there. And then also you could extend, you know, the feet.
Do a close up. Bring that up to the camera. Let me see how it threads through the. Okay. So it kind of threads through that upper arm. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, just like the other ones, you could adjust it, you know, depending on what you're pushing on, what you want your feet more in and out, you know, wider or, you know, shorter there, depending on what you're pushing, you know.
Yeah. I love those things. And I did a comparison of the fender pliers and the edge pliers, and that video's done really, really well on YouTube. A lot of views. And and this was my thing, you know, in that video I say, when I went to go buy them, I bought the fender pliers first. Because I was like, oh, they're the newest ones. I'm just going to get them. But then I used a friend of mine's edge pliers, and I was like, oh my gosh, on a door, the fender pliers work.
Yep.
But when I use the edge pliers, it's a little easier on the angle. I feel like I have more control with it.
Yeah.
And I'll get asked all the time, like a local guy, Dave, called, and he's like, what do you think of those pliers? Tell me what you think. Which one should I get? I'm like, get both.
Yeah.
And he's like, really? And I was like, you need both. There's such a good tool. Buy both. You're going to make your money back. You know what he said this year? Thank you. Because that was one of my tools that I can't believe how much it's helped me.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I meant earlier. It's just like that. You need them all, you know. And by the way, I know they're still going to be making the old ones, so you know this is not going to stop productions on the other ones. So you know, get all three if you can.
The other option we have for the other ones is he has a wider bridge you can bolt to the old ones too, which would help.
Yeah.
I do like that swivels on the top. I do really, really think that's going to be a key point to that. And damn, I just love the color of that thing.
And something he brought from the fender pliers is, you know, that arc that just gives you a better, you know. So this one, this one's called the PFPB3. So it's like, you know, version 3. You know, what I love is that this is not just, oh, let's put out a new tools for people to buy. No, let's fix the issue that technicians are having. And let's give them a new tool.
100%.
Let's fix that issue for the guys. Let's fix this issue for the guys. You know what I mean? Like it's that right there. It's personal. You're taking care of us.
Well, I think the other thing that helps is a lot of these guys were dent guys. Yeah. Yeah. So that's right. They get it. You know, they understand the problems that we're having, and they can take your positive or negative comments about a tool and try to put them in and see how to make that problem better, how to fix it. That's one thing I really enjoy about our industry, and there's a lot of industries that aren't like that. But I think there's a lot of growth still. I think tools are just evolving right now through the wazoo. We look at it all the time. We're like, oh my gosh, another one's out, another one. And this is the time of the year because of MTE, which obviously we're not having. But I mean, it's crazy. I look at the tools that I had when I first started, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we fixed cars back then. I mean, I had a really good uni bit, but still,
Now, there's another piece to this that makes this tool. Hang on one second.
I don't have any of them. Look at Manny breaking out the hotness today. B&D tools, fender pliers, edge pliers. Yeah. Now we're on the fender get up. This is a fender show.
I know, right? I almost felt the same.
I think that's a fantastic idea too.
These are the fender blowouts. I think, honestly, I have not used them, but for some reason, I just feel this is going to be like my favorite. Here, let me just put this on real quick. And, the cool thing is that it's the same thread with all the other tips. Any tip you want, you can put it on here. So you got a blowout fender.
So Alan Johnson says he's waiting on a TV reality show about chasing hail and routes. What do you guys think? I've been telling my wife that for the last probably 3 or 4 years. I said, how fantastic this reality TV show would be? Yeah. Oh my gosh, it would be amazing. And I've got Discovery right in my back door here in Maryland. But let me tell you how fantastic. You got the wives that bicker, you got the dent guys that don't get along, you got the drama, you got the the tool manufacturers that are some guys knocking off stuff. It would be fantastic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's drama in our industry too. It'd be perfect.
Dent guys of OC or
right. Dent guys from Baltimore.
That's it.
So these are the blowout attachments.
Yeah,
because they are sold separately.
I'm gonna bring it up a little bigger too. I think that is a fantastic idea.
And you get a different size too. So if you got a bigger situation that you're working with, you got this.
Yeah, I think he's got something there.
Oh yeah. Ryan, this. I'm almost gonna go to business just for fenders. Yeah, I'm fenders, baby. Fenders.
I make good money on fenders, and some of them take me a long time. You know what I mean? Like they really do.
You know what's something cool? Sorry. You know what's something cool that I had the other day? Dodge Charger.
Mm-hmm.
Those fenders, they're pretty solid. Yeah. That metal is solid.
Matt Boyette just posted one yesterday that was gnarly too, and they're just terrible fenders to fix. Even getting just the fender liner out of it to fix it is a nightmare.
Yeah. This tool right here, not this one, but the other fender plier, I got in there a really sharp dent, golf ball dent, like a true golf ball dent, on the fender, on the front side before it meets the bumper. You get in that area, you try to push super hard, you're moving that whole fender out, This is when that tool comes in handy. You get in there, push that thing out, clean. Shout outs to Antonio Quiroz. Que pasa?
Straight lines, Manny, where do you get the red pieces from?
Oh yeah, that one, it is from, there's only one website that you can get it from right now. I wrote it down. Gotta apologize. Brian, do you know what website I'm talking about?
I
One second.
do. He just updated it. It's custompdrtools.com.
Custompdrtools.com. Custompdrtools.com.
I'll beat you to it.
This is where you can get these. And guys, money. I know you're probably wondering, oh, it's probably expensive too. Stop. It's not about the cost, it's about the value. You know, this tool, you're going to be happy whenever you come across a situation where you need it. You're going to be very, very thankful and grateful that you got it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, man, the quality even of those handles. And you know, one thing I can really appreciate is Mike, even from the second version of the edge pliers, he made adjustments. It was pinching people's hands. So he rolled the edges of the handle right before the handle. Right. That's what I like. Just little adjustments because people were having issues. Fantastic job. And I'm still going to hold you up on the rest of the hotness you got behind you.
By the way, you know, if you guys have ever wondered what it takes to make these tools, let me just tell you guys, it takes a lot. And if you think that these tools on its own, they're expensive, try buying the machines that make these tools.
Yeah.
And think about the price of that.
Yes.
You know, so that's what I mean. Like, and I say this with respect. I don't say this to, you know, for any other reasons, but just, you know, I know the price can sometimes, you know, make us feel a certain way, but just think about the price, that what it takes to make these tools, you know? And it's kind of like what we tell clients too, just like, oh, why do you got to charge so much? It's like, do you know what it takes for me to run this business? You know, you know what I have to go through, you know, to keep this business running. You know what I mean?
Alan's asking, will it repair moldings? I use the edge pliers on stainless moldings all the time.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of excited about those tips from Anson, because I think that those phenolic tips will do really good with those. But I do think that the smaller one maybe something for the molding.
Alan, the thing, you know, right? Alan and Ryan. See, the thing about these tools is that you get creative. You know what I mean? Like, the tool is one thing, but how creative can you get? That's the reason why you need it. That's the reason why you need to have it.
But they're expensive, Manny.
You are expensive, Q. I'm sure you're right.
They are aluminum anodized.
Love you, Q. No. Like I said, look, we could all have that input, right? Just like clients sometimes ask me, they'll walk in the door and say, "Are you expensive?"
Yep.
You define expensive. What is expensive?
You know what I say? I'm not your guy. I tell them, and I'll have a guy be like, "Hey, I'm shopping around. I'm getting some quotes. How do you handle that?" I'm shopping around. I'm getting some quotes. Well, I can tell you I'm going to be the most expensive out of all your quotes. But when you leave, you're going to be so happy.
Yeah.
What do you do? How do you handle that?
Man, you know, to tell you the truth, I'm still learning how to handle that, because I'm still learning how to handle that too. Because it's just like, to me, it's, you know, everything that I do, to me, it's personal. Like when I fix someone's car, it's personal. Like, you know, if I give you a good deal, it's because it's personal. You know, like if I decide to fix your car on a Sunday, it's personal. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these things, everything that I do, where every tool is in the shop, it's personal. Like it's my personal, you know, so when clients want my business, it's personal. Now, when clients tell me, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm shopping around for, just like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like
I did that the other day in my wedding. And I was like, what? She's like, I can't believe you said that. She's like, but right on, give me a high five. Because I'm at a point, and I'm in a different situation than a lot of people. We have work. I've been in the business for quite a while. And if you're shopping around, I already know I'm going to be the more expensive guy. But I guarantee the repair. I know they're going to be happy, because if they're not happy, they're leaving out of there and it's free. So, you know, it's all in your situations. I know a lot of guys are trying to grow their businesses and do that. And I feel like I'm at a point now, I kind of know my worth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not price gouging, but I know what I can fix and what I can't fix and what someone's going to be happy about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got another guest popping on here soon. So they'll be on here shortly, but I got a bunch of stuff here we got to go through, and you still have some more stuff. So we're definitely going over the 1 hour mark, because, you know, that's what the Dent Digest does, is it goes over 1 hour.
I'm telling you, thank God that Valentine's is around the corner.
So I got a little package here, little box here. So I promised them I would do this. And I kind of put all these through the ringer the last couple weeks. Some of them I love, some of them I don't. I'm gonna go through it, and what it is the Metal Medic prop rods. Okay, and let me tell you one thing: this little prop rod is heavy, and I posted some pictures, and a lot of people reached out. They're like, "What's the difference? What's the difference in between this and the Willys Quick?" And there's a couple things here. I do like this. They do adjust on both sides to tighten it up against the door. Okay. I do like that. This whole end here is rubber. What that does is it really, really snugs it up against the car. The Willys Quick, still a great jammer. They do a fantastic job. This thing really gets it tight. So does the Quick Willys, but I feel like when I'm really cranking on something, the Willys will kind of move around a tiny. You'll still get a little bit of something on different cars. This also will slide up and tighten up like the Willys Quick.
Nice.
So this one here is the Quick Jam, and it is heavy. I mean, it's got some weight. It's all aluminum. It is carbon fiber.
How long do you think it is? Maybe
from end to end, like 10 inches.
Okay, that's a good size.
No, maybe 8 inches. I don't know. My inches are way off. My wife tells me all the time they're way off. So we got another one. We got the stubby on here. And you look at this and you're like, why is it a weird shape? Well, you've got two options here. Jim Mitchell just did a review online about this one. And you see it slides up and adjusts like that, and you can dial it in. This allows you to use the different latches in the hood. So sometimes you'll snap it in, and like the Willys Quick, sometimes on a Volkswagen, it won't work because it won't slap down inside that latch. It just won't go. It's not deep enough.
Yeah.
So if you have that issue, you flip it over. And when you flip it over, it gives you all of this room for that latch piece to snap down inside there.
Yeah.
Another carbon fiber, aluminum, rubber end works pretty good. This one by far is my favorite right now.
Would you say the other one's just for hood though, or is it still?
This can use on a hood and a hat. You can use it on a door, but you're going to get the slack around here.
Yeah.
I like this one because I had a really nasty crown on a hood in the very front of the hood. And this just raised it a little bit to where I could sit on a stool and just work that crown. So this on short instances works really well.
Yeah.
Now,
sometimes that's what you want. You just want to
this one is called the Pro Pop. The Pro Pop carbon fiber rod. Another one. A little longer, works really, really well. What I like about it, some guys don't like the push pin like you have for the Willys Quick, right? You know, you have the holes here that the little pin goes through. If you don't like that, here's the other option. Is he made it a collar too. So there's a collar here you can tighten to tighten this thing up. Works fantastic. It's also got this adjustment at the top.
Oh, wow.
And that longer end to where you can flip it, to where you can see like this one I was using. You can go in long or you can go in short. It really depends on the latch.
Yeah.
And if you put this in and it gets loose, flip it and it'll tighten it up. And it really depends on what type of latch or, you have on the car.
Yeah.
I did use this on a brand new Tiguan, and it still had both ways. It still had some movement here.
How far can you extend it?
Let me pull it out. Let me get this thing loose. So that's this one, like a standard hood prop.
Yeah.
So quality is fantastic. Ken Garrison at Metal Medic really, really did a good job with these. Now I got one more. This one made me excited. This one got me excited. This one is the hatch hanger, which there is a big loss in that. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of them. This one has the standard hole for the pin that goes all the way up. It extends this long.
I like that.
Right? And it also has this locking collar. So
I've been waiting for that locking collar.
If you don't like the push pins, you have this option. You just turn it.
Yeah.
Does have this adjustable end that tightens up, and it's fine. Dial it in fine with the rubber end and that same end. I've used every lift gate. I've used this one. It does not move around.
I almost like that one for the hood.
So for the hoods,
also.
Yeah. So some of these, I mean, this thing, the quality of this is just fantastic, man.
Now, do they sell them all separate or all three?
Yeah, and they're all fairly priced pretty good. They're priced.
What does that one go for, if you don't mind me asking?
I think it's $165. I'm not 100%. But this one right here, I love Willie Quick. I love the boys over there. But this one's been staying in my bag. I don't have the shorter Willys Quick. I only have the larger one. This is a heavy tool. It really is a heavy tool. So it was Metal Medic PDR tools. Fantastic. I mean, these two right here are by far my favorite. The hatch hanger and the door jammer work really, really well. I meant to say this earlier. I want to give a shout out to my buddy. If you guys haven't watched and you don't know him, Ken Garrison. I'm not Ken Garrison. Look at that. I'm losing. Jay Gearhart. Need to give a shout out to Jay Gearhart.
Ken's probably like, what did I do?
I know. We're getting late. But Jay Gearhart just hit #1 on the Billboard charts for he did like a cover song and hit #1 this week on the Billboard chart. So it's pretty cool to see a dent guy taking his passion and really kind of moving forward and trying to do what he does. And that's his passion, his music. So I'm super excited for my buddy, that dude, just a fantastic guy in the industry. And so shout out to him. And there's a lot of sales going on throughout the industry. Everybody's Dent Crafts having 15% off, VIP, everybody.
Finesse.
Yeah, I mean, every single person, every manufacturer out there is trying to do something because we're not having MTE. So make sure you go support those guys. They are all taking a huge, huge hit from not having MTE.
Yeah. Even if you know what I do sometimes, since I don't I at least just try to buy one bag of glue from each one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I just want to make sure I support.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to make $1,000 purchase. You know, just a few things here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, every dollar counts. You know, and what we want is that we want to keep this. We want to keep them in business. You know what I mean? We want to keep all those employees busy. You know, because they're just supporting their family like we are. So
yeah, it's I don't know. We'd be sitting there drinking beers, whatever. Q, all you boys would be there drinking beers. We'd be going live from MTE right now. So
I know that's what I was gonna tell you. This is like a pre-MTE party. It's like the pre-party.
Hey, you know, just keeping it real. So I see something on fire behind you.
You see that?
I'm gonna have. Let me blow this up. Hold on.
Hot off the press, guys. Now they don't originally come this bad. You know, I have some preferences, but same thing. B&D tools, just fixing the issues that we have and taking us to a whole different level. We all love flat bars. We all love flat bars, but we all have that one issue with flat bars, that if you want to put a tip on it, you cannot go through that window. You just cannot go through that window. Unless you have it all apart and you have this huge opening and things like that, right? But if you just want to put a tip on it and try to go through that window opening, you're not going to be able to. But guess what? He fixed that issue. And basically, he made the other end thinner. I'm not exactly sure what's the size of this is, but this is the area that it's going to let you, you know, slide it into the window opening, flip it, and keep going to wherever you have to go. And, you know, we all have that one sharp pressure dent that, yes, we could get in there with like a regular rod, but it's so scary when that rod slips. So that's when you want that flat bar, you know?
And you know what? It's just easier on the body.
You know?
I saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm a flat bar guy because I'm an old Dent Wizard guy. And it is that end just to be twisted.
So there's three sizes that come. This is the 24. I wrote it down because I knew I was going to forget, but this is the 24. This is the 30. And this is the 36. Now, in case you're wondering, like, why do we need all these different sizes? You guys been there. You know, you got that 36-inch rod and you have a dent towards the top, and sometimes that on the top, you know, it's kind of like, it's too long. That's when the other one comes in handy.
Now, Matt Boyette's asking, can you twist it, insert it into the door with a tip?
Yeah. So now what they made with these new flat bars is that they did make their own tips. So what you get in the bag is your flat bars, and then you get this nice little blue bag that basically comes in with the tips. There's one more tip. Oh, I have it on the tool, but I don't know if you guys can see it. Excuse my dirty hands.
Do you work for a living?
I do.
So the end, the larger end, not the thin end, is a standard 5/16 by 18.
Yep.
Now the smaller end, the thinner end, is a 10/30 seconds, which B&D sells the tips for those.
So, you know, why did he do his own unique tip size? It's because it's the perfect size to fit in through that door opening, window opening. And then check this out. Check this out. You guys, I hope that you guys all have the B&D T handle, by the way. It's such a great tool.
You know what's crazy is my buddy Matt Boyette in here, the Dent Slayer, and I were just talking about this today. How nice it would be to have, you can't even see me, I'm not even on camera anymore, I'm talking to myself. But how nice would it be to have a T-handle on the backside of a bar and just get all of that real estate back here? Fantastic idea.
And something that it's cool about the B&D handle that you may not know, that yes, you have to screw it on, but once you have screw it on, you can just adjust it and it won't come off. You know, I don't know if you guys have run into the problem with the other adjustable handles that sometimes it's actually coming off completely. You're like, oh, well, wait, I didn't mean to take it off. That's what's cool about the B&D handle, that it actually stays on.
Now he's asking about the strength. Obviously, we haven't used enough of them yet.
I have not tried it. These are straight off the press. Matter of fact, David, I saw you today when you were at the BMW lot. Actually yesterday, and yeah, they're straight.
They're stainless, so they are polished stainless, which, like I said, it looks really, really good. And I do like that adapter for the handle.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, does that adapter work with the Gorilla Grip?
Yeah, this one. It's the same thing that it's on there, but this one's just screwed on.
Okay. So yes, it
I
will
actually
work.
did have the Gorilla Grip handle here. Yep, here it is.
Fantastic.
And by the way, any of this handles, you guys got to get them. If you guys have ratchet handles, you guys definitely got to get them. But back to this new flat bar. He fixed the issues. He fixed the issue, and now we're going to be able to use flat bars indoors with tips. Now you get 3 different tips.
Hold on, I'm gonna make it big.
You get 3 different tips. Something a little bit more on the sharp side, and then this one here. Which this one here, you could basically put a rubber cap. You know, if you got the ultra rubber caps, put it on there.
The red ones?
Push. You could use the red ones or the black ones. I'm still a huge fan of the black ones, the old school ones.
Man, that red ultra tip is the one that never wears out.
Guys, I think this is a game changer. This is a game changer. You know, he basically, again, just took care of the issue that we had about not being able to use flat bars in there. Now you can. And then same thing.
That's such a great idea.
It's just the sturdiness of it, you know, just being able to have full control.
Matt, yes, it is. It is a bendable bar. So
yeah, basically, you know, along the backside, you could, you know, bend it a little bit. They don't come this bent, but yes, you can. The front section you cannot. Front section you cannot. So yeah, guys. So same website. Really nice.
If you had to pick one of the 3, what would your favorite be?
You know, I want to say it's probably going to be the.
Yeah. Lost the sound. We lost him. Can't hear you, Manny. Can't hear you. We lost Manny. Anyway, and that you can get those things at custompdrtools.com. That's B&D Tools. Mike's done a really good job of trying to get, you know, just quality tools out there. I was super excited when I saw those. I love flat bars. I've got some dent dials and they work really, really well. So I think I lost Manny. There he goes. Manny's back. He's back.
I muted myself in the screen. I got too excited over here.
Hey, it happens. When you got new tools, I mean, what do you think? You know?
It's like, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. So, Ryan, you asked which was going to be my favorite one. You know, originally I said the 30-inch, but I don't know. I think maybe it's going to be the 36-inch. I like the longer tools because I feel like I have more strength. I have more power in them than the shorter tools. And eventually, you know, it's all case-by-case basis. But on this one, I think it's probably going to be the 36. But again, it just depends where the dent is at too, though, you know?
You know what else it's going to do really well in is fenders.
Yeah. There's some fenders areas where, you know, you got to reach far, you know, like towards the front where the headlight and the front bumper, you need something long to push into. That's what that long one's going to go.
So on that other side that you had the handle screwed into, Mike says you can put a standard 5/16, 18 tip in that and use that too.
You could just use that. Yeah, exactly. You could just go on the edge of the fender, put your regular tip, and then just push, you know?
It's a great idea. It's such a great idea.
Super. And in case you say for whatever reason you fell in love with just a small, the adapter that he sends, you could actually, you know, take off the center thing, put it on the end with the regular size tip, and then you can use this
small
ones.
Fantastic.
It's kind of like how the dent dial has from the big thread to you know, regular.
So you can get those. What are the prices on those, Manny? Break those down. We've got our
So they do have you know, they are running a deal eventually when you get all three of them. When you get all three of them, that's when you're saving some bucks. You know, I think you're saving a little bit over $150 when you buy all three of them, but all three of them are $600. Eventually you can buy all individual ones for a lot less than that. I think they're about like $2 and something.
So I've got the breakdown here.
Thanks.
The breakdown is, let me bring it up. So the pliers that you had, the new pliers that came out are $300. The 36-inch flat bar is $230. The 30-inch flat bar is $220. And the 24-inch flat bar is $210. All bars come with 3 tips and a hub adapter. Nice. And a geared hub for the handles. So custompdrtools.com. Go check him out, Mike from B&D. I've got our little surprising guest that Mandy didn't even know was coming on. We're going to surprise him. We're going to surprise everybody on here. What's up, Maria?
Hey, party people.
Party people. This is the pre-MTE party, Maria.
That's right. Our Virtual Tech Expo is tomorrow, everybody. Tomorrow, mañana.
So I want to get you on and kind of just run through what you guys got going on, what time, where to find it, and get some people watching tomorrow.
Okay, absolutely. So it's going to be tomorrow. That's Friday, 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. We're going to be going live on our Facebook page. It's just basically, you know, John thinks it's going to be like 10, 20 minutes, but that just, that's just how long it takes me to sell, you know, one set. So we're going to be having lots of new PDR tools. This is just kind of A1's way of, you know, spreading the fun. We're not able to go to MTE, but we had our guys making these displays, these handmade displays to showcase our tools. And we wanted to showcase the new sets that we were going to be bringing. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to show you live what we would have brought to MTE. We're also going to be passing on the savings that we have in not attending, you know, the MTE, and passing that along to our customers. So yeah, there's going to be some major major giveaways. There's going to be discounts. There's going to be a promo code, but all of these specials, you need to listen to the VTE, the Virtual Tech Expo. You need to kind of attend that virtually in order to get the promo code, in order to see all the new tools, get all the, tool reveals. You'll get some freebies, all that stuff. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And we've got, some really cool new tools out.
I got to say, last year when you guys did the
the Vegas.
Last year when you guys did I think it was the Black Friday show where you guys did that where you guys kept moving around the backside. That was real cool.
Oh, cool.
That was VTE, right?
I think that was the Virtual Tech Expo, but we just kind of had our display up and we were just moving things around.
What's funny? That's actually where I got my idea about bringing the toolbox today. Because
I love that.
I want to be like, hey, just roll up the tools.
Oh, Manny. Well, you look great out there showcasing all those tools and all that. So that's what we're hoping to do. It's just going to be John and I and our guys, Jack and Brad, that always join us. They're going to be rolling things in and out, and we're going to be showing tools up close, and you're going to hear, we're going to have the ultimate giveaways. It's going to be discounts like you can't believe. We've never done anything like this, so it's going to be fun. So
and I've heard you've got some new tools dropping tomorrow, maybe?
We do. We've got
some bird in my ear that was telling me that there was some new stuff dropping tomorrow.
Yeah. So we've got, of course, John Biding dropped last weekend the Executioner sets, and they are amazing. And then this week, tomorrow, we're going to be dropping some Excalibur tools. They are the new inline sets that he's going to be sharing. And guys, these are so ergonomically tight. You're gonna love them. And Joshua, I would guess about an hour long. John would say about 15 minutes, but he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know because we're going to be sharing all these new tools. And not only that, but the Dent Slayer, we're dropping a new tool there as well. And this thing, guys, you're going to love it. And so you're going to have the opportunity to buy the Dent Slayer and then the extra long Dent Slayer, and it's special. And you can buy the set. And so, we're going to have some great new tools. The K2 line is going to have some new tools as well, drop in, and some bundles. So,
some people are not going to be able to sleep tonight thinking about all these tools.
Well, and the thing is, you're going to have Friday all the way through Monday. So there's no rush. Nice. John would say there's a rush, but you've got all weekend to shop, but you have to shop and finish by Monday. And there's going to be a major drawing come Tuesday Tool Day, and some people are going to be very, very excited. So.
And you're doing hats again, right?
We're doing hats again. Now, we had this whole vintage 30 anniversary hat, and they came in today, and they were messed up. They were messed up, guys. I'm so upset because I was really excited. And so we will be giving away hats, but it is not going to be what I had thought. And so I guess that's life, things don't always go as planned, and I've been learning that this week. But you're going to get free hats. You're going to get a free hat. And it's very nice. What we do have is very nice, and we're going to be giving some other things away and great stickers and stuff. So you're going to be happy. But if you want to start doing your shopping cart now, that's great. But at the same time, there's new stuff that you have not seen that is not on that website yet. So
you're telling me when we see each other again in Vegas at MT, you're going to have a kick butt trucker hat ready to go.
Yes, I will. And it's going to be hot. But that's the thing. We have some, but it's not what it didn't come out right to me. And I'm like, no, this is not going to do. So, but we will have something. That's right. Okay. That's right, Ryan.
Maria, you probably thought of all these dent guys. They have an eye for things. I don't want them to be seen.
Well, I know. Well, I know how picky you guys are. You guys are detail oriented. And I was like, nope, they're not going to like this. And so, I mean, but the thing is, I was like, okay, yeah, today I'm picking them up. I'm going to put one on. I'm going to model it. It's going to look awesome. And I saw them and I was like, oh no. Yeah. That's right, Ryan. That's what I thought. Yeah. So anyway, guys, they're gonna be nice, but they're not coming this weekend. There's zero time. I'm so sorry. But
hey, we've got way bigger things to worry about than just a trucker hat. Don't stress it. Don't stress it. You guys will be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fun. But yeah, you're gonna see great new tools. You're gonna get super discounts, deals, giveaways. So don't miss it. Don't miss it. And if you happen to miss it at 1 o'clock, just watch the replay, see what you need to see, listen for the code, and then shop all weekend long. All weekend.
Perfect timing. It's Valentine's. Valentine's coming up. Perfect timing.
Yes. Just let your wife see your open cart, your shopping cart there, and yeah, this is what I want.
No, I just have to explain when the boxes show up at house. It's just like my Valentine's.
That's right. You know, right? Shopping for guys is hard to do. I mean, it is for my dad, my husband, my father. It's difficult. So tools, yeah, they can't go wrong with tools.
No.
So yeah.
Thanks, so A1 Tools on Facebook.
Yeah.
Go check them out. And what was the time again?
1 o'clock Central Standard Time. Facebook. Yeah, A1 Facebook page. It'll be going live. Watch it. Watch the replay. Shop all weekend, and that's it. Very simple.
If you're like me, just go to their page tonight and turn on the notification because
that's the best
time
way.
difference, I'll forget. You know, it's just kind of like you're working, and you'll forget.
Yeah.
So turn on that notification bell.
That is the very best way. That's the way I get a lot of things right when it's coming on, and I get it. Sometimes I can watch it, but sometimes I can't. But I get that notification. So Ryan, you're right on that. That's the way to do it. That's the way.
Support your local dent companies, your local PDR tool companies, anything in our industry. You guys are taking a bath without having MTE. You know, if you look at it, sad. A lot of guys are like me. I like to touch things before I buy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I like to see them.
Yeah.
It's been really hard for the last year. You know, I'm sure everybody's sales on tools are down. Mm-hmm. So support these guys. You know, get out there and show them support. That's all we can do right now. That's what we do as a PDR family, and do what we can do.
Well, thank you, Ryan. That's so thoughtful, and yeah, we're just all in it together. So yeah, it will all work out. But it is, I'll try to get it up close where you can see the tools, the curves, the sharpness. Yeah, but that's all we can do, right? We're all virtual. All virtual. So.
Well, Maria, thank you for popping on. I just figured I'd get your information out there, and you have a great evening.
Maria.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for allowing me to come on. You guys are great. Keep it up.
We're not gonna sleep tonight. Yeah. Thanks, Maria.
We'll see you guys. Bye-bye.
What a fantastic family, you know.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some sales tomorrow. There's a lot of sales going on, which is really good.
It's like Thanksgiving all over again.
I know.
You know,
I saw
this time around even a lot better because brand new tools coming out.
Richard posted on Dentcraft, and I was like, man, they're having a sale. Dentcraft rarely does a whole lot of sales. So obviously they're doing it because of MTE, but get it while you can and support these guys. You know? Just
like I was saying too, right? It's just like, you know, a lot of people think it's just like they think that the tool is expensive. It's just like try what it takes to run one of these tool manufacturers, you know?
Yeah. Well, we are an hour and 34 minutes, buddy.
Oh wow.
It's all, you know. It's what we do here, right? It's what we do here. We like doing the long shows, so it's okay.
But it's awesome, man. I'm honestly excited because there is a lot of new tools out.
We knew it was going to happen.
You know, and now that Maria is saying it's just like they're dropping out some new things tomorrow too. It's just like,
yeah, I'm excited. I got a little birdie in the ear earlier, so that's how I knew. But I'm kind of excited for that. I'll tell you one thing that I'm super excited and can't wait till it comes out is the 2MB1 cart.
oh,
The Endeavor and Carbon Tech cart that should be out very soon. So I'm super excited for that. I'm definitely buying one.
yeah.
I just love the cart. I love the hood stand, and I'm not a Halo guy, and I just love the quality, and I love how compact it is and how light it is. So, but brother, I appreciate you coming on. It's been fun.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me on, for sure. Shout outs to all the tool manufacturers, man. A1, B&D Tools.
Oh yeah,
everyone.
Craft. Kiko, everybody's having something, and just support these guys. Even if you're buying something small, you know, it all adds up. And
that's
right.
The
other tool that I'm excited about too is Anson's body bags. I did order those, so they're coming in. I don't know if you've seen those.
No, which ones are those, Ryan?
They're inflatable bags you can put in big.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
And it's got a pump.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for those because I could have really used them on this Honda Fit that I did the other day. So I'm a situational dumb guy that I'm like, damn, I could have really used those. So
yeah.
But I can't wait till tomorrow. I think there's still some more stuff that's going to drop in the next day or so. So we're excited. It's exciting time, even though we're not here and you know all together. So you guys go out and support your dent company.
That's right.
Keep it real. Next week, I've got a non-PDR company coming on, but his marketing strategy and his positivity is off the charts. So you guys are going to want to join into that one. It is going to be, for me, it's a show that's going to be, it's close to my heart. And, you know, it's going to be good because this dude has some serious, real grassroots marketing background and just does a fantastic job. So it's going to be a good show. And like I told you this year, I'm going to bring a lot of different type of stuff, pop them in once a month. Just a business, positivity, whatever we can do to you know, help ourselves and help each other grow. So, but damn, I've been really enjoying Aaron's ass on Instagram. Just and that's NFX. Aaron is just been
you let that man lose.
He's so much fun, you know. So you guys have a fantastic evening. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you all. Thank
guys. Just share this thing, get this thing out here, and try to get more people to watch this and keep building this community that we have here. So thank you guys. Have a fantastic evening. I'll see you next week.
See you guys. Everyone take care.